Greetings, and good morning to everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in, chat. Welcome in. Today gonna be our first live, man. We're gonna do some roundtable conversations on current events. So I got a few things that I kind of want to talk about. We're gonna get right into them. So as we all know, man, it's a lot going on nowadays, man. 2025 with all the AI and the CGI stuff that's going on. It's kind of hard to tell the real from the fake. Fake, like you never really know what's actually going on nowadays, man. So uh, I got a few bullet points that I kind of want to look at, a few different current events that are going on that I'm interested in, and I would actually like to know you guys' take on it as well. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Once again, I would like to say, man, 90% of the people who look at my videos aren't even subscribed. We are sitting at about 31 subscribers right now. Hoping to get pushed to 50 as soon as we can. So if you guys can help me out with that, I would most definitely appreciate it. All right. Other than that, man, we're gonna get right into it. All right. Add me to the stage here. All right. The first thing I wanted to get into is the Charlie Kirk thing. So let's do that. I think I'm gonna have to look at like some shorts or something, but this was the aftermath of the shooting. I'm actually looking for one of these angles, like the regular angles that they showed us. So my thing is, I've been seeing a lot of weird stuff with the security guys here. So this guy holding the phone here, closest to us, and there's another guy that's next to him. They both did like some weird signal things. I most definitely do agree that this is a tragedy. Like it's a tragedy that shouldn't have happened. Because man, it's just freedom of speech. Like people are allowed to say what they want to, and it kind of shows that some people don't really have any self control or self awareness, or like sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. You feel me? Like that's how I grew up. I was born in the '80s, late '80s, so we had this thing called sticks and stones may break your bones, but words may never hurt me. You feel me? Nowadays, I don't think really people live by that standard. Like when people are hurt by certain things, they hurt and they want to do something to try to hurt you back. So my objectiveness to this is because of this. All right, so let's pay attention to this video here. obviously we can see that this man has something in his hand, and he's actually one of those security guys that are there with Charlie Kirk. So once again, there's the guy in the white with the cell phone. We just currently saw him on that last video that we were just looking at. We didn't see the guy in the blue shirt. We never saw him. So they're saying that that was a signal to the sniper. Mm. So yeah, he doesn't react. He doesn't react at all. The thing is he still kind of has his back turned. But whatever that is that's under his arm is most definitely aimed at Charlie. It's definitely aimed at him. And I would say this: we know throughout history, like the things that were done to political leaders, Reagan, all these different people, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, excluding them. Like we had presidents who were assassinated by our own GOV. So it's not like this is too far fetched. Just pay attention though. Now, this is the one of the main things too that I also noticed. As we see all that occurring, the first thing that you notice was his shirt jump. I don't know if you saw that, but his shirt actually moved. Like his shirt flew. Like air went through it. Yet there was a shot. The only shot that we could see was him being shot in the neck because that's where all the blood came from. We never saw anything out of his chest. But eyewitnesses accounts, I've seen these videos myself. Eyewitnesses claim that he was shot in the chest. This here to me looks like, look at that. If he was shot directly in the neck, there's no way possible that his shirt would have jumped to the side like that. Like that's just, I can't really fathom that. And then look how the man just casually, calmly steps back. Bam. He just moves out the way. No reaction to what just happened. He did not even react to a shooting situation, like as far as to spot a shooter. Okay, so now we can see. Wow. Yeah, that object, it's most definitely something in his hand, bro, and he definitely stepped away after he took that shot, it looks like. Mm. Man, I do believe that this is all a decoy. We've seen this so many times, even with Oswald. Like he was kind of just a fall guy. He wasn't the one who actually committed that crime. And I know it's hard to fathom this stuff. Like people don't really believe that the government would be in on killing their own citizens or their own politicians. But there are reasons for these things to happen. I mean, this is kind of clear cut to me. I think they just had a fall guy because even in the video that shows the guy running from off of the top of the building, I never saw that guy with a firearm. I never saw him with a rifle. I never saw him with anything. They're saying that he made a phone call to his roommate saying that he put a rifle in the wood. But when he jumped off the building, he had no rifle. We're gonna see if we can find that video as well. So Charlie Kirk, his shooter jumping off. Let's look at this. Like this is wild. So I mean, he has a bag, and it looks like he may even have a firearm, but that is definitely not a rifle. And then there's a guy, this guy walking right here randomly in the background, like he's not even worried about what the freak is going on, bro. At Yeah, I mean, and he does have a bag, but how could you put a rifle into a bag and then that bag is empty? Like that bag is flat, and there's no way that you could have put a rifle into that bag that fast, and it being all flat like that. Like even at look how it's like swaying. The bag is swaying. There's no way that you had a full on rifle or sniper inside of that bag, and you were able to move like that. That's crazy. And he just like casually walks across the street. And my thing is, if he was the shooter, and those people that were over there by him heard that shot, there's no way that they would not be reacting to that. I mean, y'all just there was just a shooting. So, and all my objectiveness, like this is wild to me. I don't know. You let me know your take. Like, do you think that this was a firearm in this guy's hand? Because to me, he definitely has an object right there. They say that that signal was signal for a sniper, and then he did a female signal. Yes, he never looked that way, and it looked like he put the firearm like right in his pocket, bro. So, if anything, just to be 100% honest with you, I feel like there may have been more than one shooter involved in this situation, bro. Because he most definitely was one of the shooters. And once again, this is just my own opinions. This is my own perspective. Doesn't mean that I'm right. Everything is really alleged, but to me, it's kind of what it's starting to look like. I mean, I'm a very objective person, so I would even want to object against this. But we see certain things, and I am prior military. Man, I was 92 Yankee in the Army. I did 16 months in Fallujah, Iraq. So there's certain things that just like that too eye catching for you to kind of not pay attention to them, honestly. And so that's what I think about the whole Charlie Kirk situation. Like honestly, I think maybe he just pissed certain people off. In another one of my opinion is the world is a big stage and it's full of a bunch of different characters. And gematria is real, man. This thing about numbers and when you add up people's names and put those numbers in there, some people are I really feel like this was like a political push for something that we haven't seen just yet, but it was done for a reason. And whether Charlie knew about it or not, man, this is just like it's very unfortunate. But I don't want to just put it on all on that citizen. Like I don't think that he did this all on his own. Like nobody's that good, nobody's that smart to come somewhere where there's a bunch of security and be able to get away with that. All right, so moving on to our next topic. I want to take a look at this right here, man. Let's check this out. So there's some rumor that this stabbing that happened in Charlotte on that public transportation bus. Actually, the baby has done a video about this, and so they're trying to say that there's a connection, certain things. But we're gonna pause this. cut the music real quick so we can all hear this. So yeah, the baby just made a music video. I don't know if it's being dropped yet, but here are some of the previews of the video. As you can see, how it is very much into comparison with the stabbing that just happened in Charlotte. Yeah, and it even says based on true events. And as you can see, this is definitely based on that. The difference being the baby there is yeah, he's there to stop the guy based on a true story. So real quick, the baby's last name is actually Kirk. So once again, here we go with the comparison. Here is the gematria of things right here. So 11, 11, and 11 is 33. Which I don't. Okay, 7 and 4 is 11. So 11, 11, 11, equaling up to 33. So now there's trying to be, and some of this stuff I don't, it's just no legitimacy to it. But it's just something to think about. And that's what it is for me. Like, it's not that I believe in certain things, but so this over here says the baby drops his music video "Save Me" today at 33 years of age, and the whole thing is coded right back to the Kirk sacrifice storyline, who was killed 33 days before his birthday, which was his father. Remember, the baby real name is Jonathan Kirk. His father died just before his #1 album Kirk released, and the cipher proves orchestrated. Kirk equals 32 RFR and gematria, the same as father 32 RFR, the same as Lerna 32 FRR. So the Charlotte victims whose death made headlines with the ritual fits in. That's the same. And as you can see, there's some more things that were written here about the cipher. And then it says, now line it all up with Charlie Kirk, who died at 31 in the headline ritual. The surname Kirk ties them both to the same code. The baby's Kirk slash father, iron the intro equals 31. Charlie Kirk carries the same family name into the public stage. That's why both stories are running at the same time. The Kirk name is the ritual altar. That's why at 33, the baby dropped Save Me and Charlotte right after Charlie Kirk's ritual death. The same surname, the same numbers, and the same script. And this is what people are saying in the comments. Their girlfriend statement is identified as being a crisis actor from another false flag event. Wow. Mm, this is a breach, bro, but respecting him for acknowledging it, giving we from Charles Kane. Yeah, you work on your enunciation. They milking the fuck out of loose. All right. So, I mean, as you can see, some people believe it, some people don't. Um, I think certain things can be coincidence. Now, is it a coincidence that his dad died and then a year later to the death date of his dad that album goes platinum that was about his dad? I don't really know. They're saying that the baby had some type of ties to uh, masonry as well. So I don't know. How do you feel about this situation? Do you feel like it's a reach? Or do you feel like maybe the baby is trying to signal us about something? I don't know. But hopefully we find out. And on to my last topic of today, man. All right, so this just actually happened about 3 days ago. As you can see, this is a live video from these guys. I mean, I just went through and I just found this. Like, I kind of, I find things or whatever. The Family Feud channel. Granny, I already had a bad feeling. Yeah. So I've already watched this, man. This is very much wild. So this happened in Richmond, Virginia, where this guy was sitting on his porch, I guess, when his friends came over, and another friend came with that friend. They kind of saw some people riding through the neighborhood or whatever. So the guy asked him about his ARP firearm. Could he see it or could he hold it? And this guy gives it to him, and it ends up being a botched robbery, and the suspect actually becomes the victim, man. So Let's pay attention to this real quick and let's see exactly what happened. Okay, so at first they thought that it was the police. That's what he was saying. Basically, like we sitting on the porch, they can't really do nothing to it. They thought that the police were circling, I guess, trying to see what they were doing. Mind you, this is live on his YouTube channel. It's good, guys, son. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Once again, this video is straight from Richmond, Virginia, man. It just happened probably about 2 or 3 days ago. So he actually ends up committing, you know what, on the live stream. And so that was his grandma just in the background. Like she in the house the whole time. He at his grandma's house. And I just feel like his grandma did. Like she most definitely had a bad feeling about something. Like something was just off that day, and she felt it. He interacting with viewers on his YouTube, just a normal day. When I first saw this video, it had less than 200 views on it. Now it's at about like 3,000 views. And see, that's exactly probably why the dude thought that he could take his gun from him. 'Cause he out here being goofy and laughing at everything. They got two people on the porch with him right now. Man, it's crazy how things can go from being like such a regular day to you fighting for your life. And they talking about somebody now who ended up on the news. So all light skinned niggas look like Drake. There you go. That's a ARP. Can I see that? That's crazy. Why would you hand somebody your gun knowing that you got bullets in there? They praying for their life. That was a shot there. And he's still saying D grab it. That man taking his last breath. Damn, man, that's crazy. That's his last breath, man. If you ever heard somebody losing their life, you know that's the sign. Damn, man. This man went over there to rob somebody and died on his on the dude he was trying to rob front porch. Like life can't get any worse than that, bro. And I don't even think that this was a plan to take the man's gun. Like it was just probably some spirit of the moment shit. It sounded like you hear blood leaking. Like sound like something is dropping. Like sound like water running. Yeah, crazy man. And then the dude left his friend there. Now this is the craziest part about it. He telling his friend Drew to take a different gun that he owned and tell the police that he shot him in self-defense. Because this dude with the wicks, he ain't even supposed to be around guns. And the crazy thing is, he said, I got felonies. I ain't supposed to be around guns. And then he stayed on live for like another minute and a half after he even said that. So now you're trying to bring your friend into a situation that he had nothing to do with, and his friend is like screaming at the top of his lungs, like, "Bro, I don't want to get involved in this. I got kids out here. You feel me? Like I got." And just as a father, as a man who got kids and gonna take care of his responsibilities, this is why you never put yourself in situations with people who don't conduct themselves just like you do. Because granted, Virginia is a stand your ground law, like, and it's open carry, so you don't have to have a gun permit to carry a firearm. So I do kind of agree that this was self defense because somebody tried to rob you and it was at your own home. So the killing would have probably been justified. And it sounds like he only shot him one time. Think about it is that he's a felon, and the first thing that he wanted to do was tell his friend to take the charge for him. Like I just want to say, as a young black man myself, man, I'm middle aged, young, 30. I'm 35 years old. Man, don't get into these type of situations. Don't put yourself in situations with people like this who don't mind making you try to take a charge for something that you had nothing to do. Because that street code shit is bullshit, bro. I guarantee you. I done been there, I done that, and I'm telling you, it's just not worth it. And I wouldn't dare hang around people like this. Look like he was trying to end it. It said, Drew, you blew him. Say you blew him with this one. told your ass about being on live. Brother got his he jammed himself up on his own YouTube page. That real shit, bro. I got a kid out here. You ain't listening. Crazy, man. Like his friend brought the thief over, that's why he was comfortable. That's self-defense, but don't let everyone get you near a gun you don't know. That's crazy, man, but that's real, like, I ain't trying to watch that anyway. But yeah, man, I wanna check some of these comments. I'll see what they was saying on the problem that if he's really a feeling, they're gonna cook him because they're gonna say, "Yep, if he didn't have no if he was a feeling and he wasn't around the gun like he wasn't supposed to be, then nobody would have ever tried to take the gun, which would have never led to what happened." Like, that's the first thing I think about. Somebody said, "Bro, his lungs collapsed or filled with blood so quick." I mean, that's what happens. You get shot sometimes, depending on where you get shot. Yeah, when you think it's chicken, but it's beef. Yeah, courage only to die. Yeah, bro, sat up there and built up courage only. That's crazy, bro. That's just crazy. Like that things can go from a normal day to you fending and fighting for your fucking life that quick, bro. And that's just that could be the turn of events for things. So, man, y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about that situation. What would you have done? Do you think that he made the right decision in defending himself and killing the guy? What would you have done if you was in that situation? All right, and last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and go search for my boy Ken. Where you at, bro? Oh no, there's no way. Did they do? Oh no, okay. Maybe I don't think about my TikTok. Actually. Let's see if I can get into my TikTok. Oh yeah, they go right there. All right, so the next subject is obviously this whole Panama alien thing, bro. What is this? Is this a new video? It just dropped 1 hour ago. All right, so real quick before we go, I kind of want to see what this is saying. Does anybody know this language? Oh yeah, but that's he just posted that an hour ago. As you can see, man, this guy has went freaking courageously viral from this thing here, which is supposedly they said that there were allegedly meteor strikes in Panama, and the guy found a crash landing site and he found a rock, brought it back home, and started growing, and this is what has become of it today. So he was saying that this was the crash site right here, and now it's glowing. If anyone speaks this language, I would definitely love a translation. I wish I could speak Panamanian right now. They talking about it's a potato, a spray painted potato. So now he's doing a reaction test. Now, my thing about this reaction test is it burns the leaf. So why is it that when he handles it that he has no reaction to it? That's my first like red flag. That just kind of throwing me off a little bit. Granted, I would love for there to probably be aliens here now. I don't know. That's just me. Sorry. Actually, let's do this instead. We'll go to our page. As you can see, we got 32 subscribers right there, ladies and gentlemen. Man, we're trying our best to get to 50 as quick as we can, y'all. So if you guys could help me, I promise I don't mind supporting people back. That's something about my community that I actually would really like to happen over here, man. If we could all get together, small YouTubers, and band together, and let's make it happen, man. Let's grow together. But yeah, so this is my take. Yeah, so that's showing like it's saying that it was radioactive, the crash site. Mm. Yeah, like real quick, I actually just started watching The Exorcism Last Rites, man. I kind of want to stream it. So if y'all guys are interested in maybe getting that, let me know some in the comments, y'all. Cause I can do it. Yeah, that's one I can't really tell, man. It's kind of hard. Real quick, I'm gonna remove this, guys. It's back like this. So with all that being said, man, that was today's episode. My first time going live, my first episode. I hope that everyone enjoy, the few topics that we did bring to conversation. I would like to know you all's take, see how you guys feel about what's going on. If you got any news stories, man, send them to me, man. Shoot me an email or shoot me a message. However y'all would like to do it, but I would most definitely like to get the community involved in what we will be presenting here. Once again, man, it's been the London Street News TV. I appreciate y'all for joining in, tuning in. Until the next time.